Pressure has been out for a little while now, with millions of players attempting to traverse the gauntlet of the Hadal Blacksite. Few have managed to make it to the end, with them falling foul of the many entities which you'll find along the way. Z-283, otherwise known as the Angler variants, are the most common that you will find, and the one that catches players out more often than not. In this video, we will go through the key differences between them all, including the main things you need to look out for. Let's begin with the main variant of the group, and that's the Angler. As the namesake of the Z-283 group, the Angler is the most common node monster that you will come across, and it's the simplest one to understand and avoid. When entering a new room, lights will flicker and you will have a short amount of time before the Angler passes through, and you'll be warned with the following sound cue. You can hide in a locker, in a side room out of view, or down a corridor which is far enough from the Angler's kill path, and it can come from rooms ahead or behind you. Failing to do so means you'll be insta-killed and forced to start all over again, and it's the one with the most hints to its arrival, so once you've learned what the cues are, you can learn to survive this one almost every single time. Up next is Blitz, and we take everything we've learned from the Angler, but this time we up the ante. Blitz presents itself in a very similar way, however the lights will flash twice, with the longer duration being the clue that this is more than just a standard encounter. Once the second flash is done, you'll only have a short window to get into one of the safe areas previously mentioned. Blitz comes through with this sound cue, and much faster than the other Z-283 variants. So if you can find safety, then you could continue your run without having to waste too much time. Next up is the one which catches people out the most, and that's Pinkie. No lights flash for this one, so you'll need to rely on the sound cue as it approaches, and this is what you need to listen out for. In the same way as the previous two, hiding in a locker, in a side room, or down another corridor is the way to be safe from this one, so if you're listening to music or in a Discord call with friends, then best of luck to you. Now onto Frogger, with this one having a more unique mechanic and a simple technique to beat it. It looks like a frog, and like the animal, will rebound and bounce back multiple times in its attack sequence. Like the others, lights will flash and you'll need to find a hiding spot. Frogger will pass through once and then rebound back again off the same wall, going back to where it came in its first sequence. After a delay, Frogger will then come back for a second bite at the cherry. To beat this one, it's best to hang around your safe spot in that window between its first and second sequences, so you can be safe as it comes by for the second time. The final known monster we will look at in detail in this video is the Chainsmoker and its green gas. Same thing as previous versions, lights flash, find a safe spot. You'll know that Chainsmoker is approaching since you'll see green mist in previous rooms and the sound of a vacuum cleaner getting louder. With this one, the green gas increases the effect of clythrophobia, meaning that the length you can stay in a locker is reduced. Chainsmoker also moves a lot slower compared to other variants, so if you're hiding in a locker, you'll need to enter a lot later into its attack to avoid being kicked out and killed. These monsters can spawn at pretty much any time during your run, but are a lot more common in the ridge, with the lack of lighting meaning you'll need to rely on sound cues and your fast reactions to stay safe. There are some extra monsters which share some similarities to the Z-283 variants. Those are the multi-monster, which works similarly to Blitz, and Pandemonium, which is like a slow angler but will run you down if spotted and will trigger a minigame if you are caught in a locker. Those are all of the Angler variants and how they differ from each other. I hope you learned something from this video, and best of luck in escaping the Hadal Blacksite. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and comment down below what you think is the hardest one to beat. As always, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with my uploads. See ya!